How's this now? Yeah, that sounds fine. Anyway, hello and welcome to this stream, and how are we this morning, afternoon or evening? Alrighty then. I've been pretty well myself. I've certainly had a thing or two going on the last few days. Had a birthday just last night, and even like the day before, or not just like a birthday just yesterday that I had to attend to, but also another session at the gym, which went pretty well. And so yeah, yesterday was quite a hectic day. but even before then, I've been working on a thing or two with making updates to my model. We're trying to figure out what things I can add to it here and there, and everything of the sort. And yeah, so there's quite a few things which I have to figure out, but I'm working on it, and I thought if it really comes down to it, I'll probably try and get in touch with K-Dart, the one who rigged the model for me, and see and get his opinion on it. I mean, it's only like a last resort. I'm only just going to see what I can do for the time being. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. And also, g'day Brittany Graves, how are you today? And yeah, that's what I've pretty much been up to for the last few days. I've been on break for the past 2 weeks from university. This is currently my the second week of my break. I go back there on the 1st of June. That's when I go back there. Like, I don't actually have a class figured out yet, but I'm going to get in contact with my course coordinator to like have a chat with them and find out where I could go from there. Because actually, believe it or not, as I would have mentioned before, the class I just had recently, like the animation class, didn't end particularly well. I mean, I still did well. I got like with the assignments I had for them, I was like around in the 70s and 60s out of percent, out of 100. So yeah, that still went well, and I was still actually quite surprised with how I scored with my my second assessment, despite that having the major problems. And g'day, Cheeky Boy. Good to know that you're doing good. But this is what I thought about doing during the break. I'm going to go into Graham's workshop, because I know that's a really fun thing to do. It's certainly one of my favorites. Like just going around this place, going to like harvest points here and there, and just gathering all the stuff, and even using them to craft items, such as not just things such as like clothing and den items. I thought, yeah, this is good. I like this. Sure, you can join me if you want. I mean, anyone watching this, you can join me if you want. I'm more than happy with. Like, I'm not really doing anything major. I'm just here as a bit of a could you call it a chill stream? Because when I had looked up like the term chill stream. It was mostly just like music and everything, like one of those like live stream musics, or live streams of like constant music, like those chill musics. But I'm just here as for the sake of it, just so I'm at least doing something during my break. A bit like how I have done from time to time, like not just like chatting with you. Well, I mean, what I'm like, this is like one of my chat streams, like I've done a few times before, like during the year. But with this one, I'm actually doing something along the way, like such as Graham's workshop. So I'll do that while chatting, because why not? For the sake of engagement, really. Just so if you have anything to talk about, I'm on right now. I mean, I'm not going to be here for like a full stream like I would normally be, like for other stuff, like the full 3 hours. I'll only be here for like an hour and a half or so, just for that time being. A surprise, huh? Ah, well, I'm already inside of it, so I just thought I'd make sure I was quite prepared for it. So when I head in there and started off in Thyla. But yeah, I reckon I'm truly good to go. So I'm just gonna head over this, and I'm gonna, here I am. Hey, and gonna check one more thing, because I know it can get pretty loud on these modes. So I think I'll probably set that down. If that's better? Yeah, that sounds better. So, and probably do like one quick thing here. And yeah, I was just setting my own volume here. I think I've gone a bit more quieter for you. So if I set that back. Yeah, well, it's probably gonna do anyway. I mean, it's certainly not like the worst thing that's gonna like happen right now. But few like good looking stuff here, that's for sure. Some of these I actually do have already, because like you can tell how many times I've been playing this, like mostly in the past, really. Like I've gotten I think 2 of these and that too. And don't think about this fancy wood and silver dresser, but that bamboo chime actually looks pretty nice. And perhaps a stone column and fancy stone planter. But I think I like these columns more. And that pedestal too, look at that. I'll certainly go for some of these, but I mean, I'm obviously not going to be able to like grab all of these. I mean, well, if I want to, I could certainly grab a coat of arms. That's for sure. I certainly got the materials for it. But I mostly had to really check again on what I've what I've got. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go up here because there's this particular moment here. Actually, not a moment. What am I saying? A moment. I'm more a spot. These here, wheelbarrows. That's what I've been wanting, and this here, like this particular spot where you're picking up these pieces of wood. This here, I'm not sure if you do this in any sort of form, but where I'm from, in Australia, there's this community thing that's held from time to time, and a little thing called the working bee. And what that basically entails is that a community of people, like local community of people, would go to a certain place, such as like a school or a park or anything of the sort, and we'd all be working together to like clean gardens, mulch them, plant new plants, make them all neat, and yeah, I got involved in several of the like the working bees, and yeah, it was pretty great, really, just having all of us like work together to make the gardens nice and clean and all planted, and this particular one with like grabbing that and picking up those pieces of wood into that wheelbarrow. It brings back memories of the working bee. Did that a few times when I was a kid. Pretty satisfying too. And not only that, but there's also this here too. The whole thing with panning gold. I'm pretty sure there's little pans around here somewhere. Oh, here we are. This was certainly a thing here which I can certainly go on about. Share the pan to get the pan, and I get silver. Because here's the thing about this. Back in the 1850s, which would have been, yeah, I think the 1850s. When was it? Hang on. Oh, between the 1850s and the late 1860s. Us Australians were famous for this back then. Yeah. Hey, Eureka! As people who found gold back in the day said. Yeah, it was the Victorian gold rush. That's what it was. And it was a pretty prominent moment in Australia's history. Yeah, I'll check him sooner or later. But yeah, this was a the gold rush from the 1850s to the 1860s. And it's what got people from all over the world to flock to Australia back then. And it was also during the time which Australia was made up of the colonies instead of like the states that it is now. Eureka! And Yeah, so when I was like back then when I was Victoria during that time, it would be more the colony rather than the state. And there's certainly more to this in the caves below. So an area which I'm also quite fond of. It's just down here. Oh, the doors are open for us. I did also make a video on this years and years ago, and I quite liked it down here. And I even mentioned that did mention the fact that when I was younger, I had a bit of a thing for like underground mining. Oh, gemstone, nice. Right at the start. Yeah, but yet more panning spots here. And also going on about that whole like gold rush era in the that colony of Victoria. It was not all was really fine and dandy. There was a bit of tension between like the diggers of the gold and the authorities of the colony. Because if you wanted to dig for gold, you had to have a permit, and there was a pretty heavy taxes on them at one point, and that in particular was something that the diggers weren't really happy with. It even got to the point which there was like some civil disobedience going on from them. And when it got particularly bad for them, they all those diggers, all the miners in the gold fields, which were the other place around that place. Eventually, at one point, all the diggers and miners of the gold banded together and formed a rebellion against the colony. Formed and fought a rebellion against the colony, and somewhat unsurprisingly, they got crushed. The rebels, I mean, of course. But it was still a significant moment in our history, especially when news of it spread all over. So much so that one of the rebel leaders had served in the colony's government for a while. So yeah, that's like the whole deal with it. And it's certainly be one of those like moments, like if you were a kid here in Australia, that's one of the things you're gonna hear about. Almost like alongside like convicts, especially the one prominent one known as Ned Kelly, who's seen as a bit of a Robin Hood figure, what kind of figure? Yeah, like really, really old stuff. I think this is like colonial era Australia, when Australia was mostly made up of colonies, rather than what it is now. Yeah, but that cavernous area, that's it's pretty good. And these pitchforks, they will be for these. And you just move your cursor like back and forth along here. Pick up all these straws. So really now, if anyone's got a thing or two to say, what's everyone been up to? You've been up to much? Has anything been going on? Something you want to go on about? This is the time right now. while I harvest stuff in the workshop, and only only like get one out of like how many I harvested there? Okay. Although I can see what I will probably need with some of these stuff. Well, stone oven, I mean, I certainly got that. Wood and silver dresser, I mean, I could certainly go for that if I wanted to, and maybe the jewelry box too. And certainly that wind chime, bamboo one. Go for those two. That coat of arms, but I could probably maybe save some of the stuff I got, some of the materials I got for some others, which I wouldn't mind. But what I'm mostly looking at was like the den items. These are clothing stuff. That I've got already. And gold-tipped wooden shoes. I'm not sure I got those. But I wonder, do I have gold-tipped shoes? I do not. So that could certainly be another thing to work for. I just need 25 gold. Well, I better embrace my colonial era Australian a gold miner and go panning for gold. What would be the rarest ore to find today? Well, in today's Australia? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I don't think I really looked much into that. Well, I wonder. What would be the rarest mineral in Australia? Something called Rhyolite? Redite? That's a that's saying it's the rarest mineral in Australia, at least today. And what is this stuff? Ooh, okay, that's what it is it? Yeah, apparently it's I'll place it here. Whatever this is, Redite or Rhyolite, however it's pronounced. Hang on. Oh, Redite. Yeah, Redite. That actually makes sense. So apparently that would be Redite. Oh, my jag's off. Okay. Yeah, I'll certainly do something about that. And I assume it can't be done here. No, it cannot. But yeah, I'm happy with receiving gifts. But for the moment, I want to get some bamboo. This is not bamboo, is it? It is not. It's hay. No, straw. Not. This is the. Up here's the bamboo. And I'll need one of those baskets. We got baskets somewhere. Well, we got pans, but that's not what I want. Don't need pans for the bamboo. Need baskets. Oh, here they are. Collect your bamboo by doing this. Get your bamboo. And I'm guessing from what I can tell is the bamboo which I've collected the least. Oh, actually, no. No, it'd be more the gold or the gemstones. Oh, can they now? Reedite. Found in meteor craters. I guess that makes sense in a way. Because, I've heard a few times with that, that meteors that crash into Earth, if they weren't fully disintegrated, are made up of several known materials. Or minerals. Such as what exactly? Yeah, mostly, some, like... things such as, like, iron? Iron or nickel? If I'm correct on that, but if I'm not, any astronomers watching this, you could correct me on that. But it seems to be like things such as like iron or nickel or alloys. Because makes me think that all those minerals that we have here on Earth, apparently we can find more of like out there in space. Well, g'day there in Enchanted. Not necessarily an adventure, but more just having a bit of a fun time in Graham's workshop. Just collecting stuff for just to craft with, and you go around, collect stuff, and craft items. And it's a really fun thing to do. I mean, I enjoy this a lot. And I wonder, with the bamboo, click each one of them 3 times and that collects them. And again, as I've said before, I'm not going to be here for like the full 3 hours that I would do for other stuff. Just here for this is like one of my more quicker streams. Like being here for like hour and a half of doing this. That may seem quite may seem a bit whatever, really. We're like just doing these like same things repeatedly, but for me, as long as it's fun to do. How much bamboo do I have now? 56. I mean, I could... This is like one of those things which I could spend a whole day doing and not so much get tired of it because I enjoy it that much. Yeah, I know, right? Only the one. But at least we could bring the... This is like one of those harvest points that we could bring back that easily. And only one again, alright. And I think... Well, actually, hang on. We're gonna exit for just 2 seconds. Head in here, and... There's that Jag from a Cheeky Boy here. And with a gift on it. The antique clock, thank you very much. And, make sure to close my eyes. Well, I'm guessing there wasn't really much point to it anyway. You just had to, like, open up the present, or the gift on it. So, so I know I got the, yeah, stone oven, I got that. And stone oven. That's a lot of my stone stuff, and so that would just show that I won't have much of the stone stuff there from the Graham's workshop. But I do got the ceremonial sword, that's for sure. Oh, is that so, huh? Enchanted. Yeah, and it certainly does, Cheeky Boy. It certainly does. Yep, no worries. Do what you do what you need to do. I think with just to go back in here. Yeah, the wood couch and chair. I believe I have 2 of those and 1 of the couch. And certainly not any of these. So those are things I can work for, really. Especially this here, that looks pretty nice. And I should probably check first that, do I have the coat of arms? I do not have the coat of arms, so I can get that if I want to now. Oh, am I, the Jags, can I set that now? Now for the time being, everyone can. So if you want to send me gifts, you can do so right now. And I think, hang on. Yeah, so wood. Yes, I got the wood couch and the wood chair and 2 of the wood chairs. And oh, I do got the fancy wood and steel dresser. Nice. So I don't have to waste my materials on that one. All right. So now I truly know what I want. Oh, a Jag. What's up? Currently in Graham's workshop, going in places. Oh, a rare spiked collar. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much. Not the cloud party. Graham's workshop. Back there. Right, back to here again. Back to work. So I go for I could pick up a jewelry box if I wanted to right now. Yeah. And use bamboo. Like, how many? It costs 75. How much bamboo would I need in total for 2 of them. 150. 150 bamboo. I mean, probably with the amount of bamboo which I got here in just in this short amount of time, it's a possibility that I would I'll probably reach that quota. But I certainly wouldn't mind that gemstone archway, and even that table too. Well, now, coat of arms. Da 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 da. That certainly is going to put me down an awful lot, but no big deal. I can certainly go panning for them. And this certainly need more stone for some of these stuff. But I want to work on the bamboo. Well, that's the straw, but I'll hop on this. Graham Cracker Workshop? Okay. Fine. That is a thing. Is that like something... Wait, was it graham crackers or something else crackers? Well, we certainly know for sure. With Graham, he'd be a monkey, not a cracker. Unless he's a crackling monkey. Back up here. And then what? Through that time. That pretty much works too. Like I click on each of the bamboo, or the first 2 of the bamboo twice. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Because by that time, click on that third one 3 times, and then just click the rest of them once. But I'll tell you what I got up to last night. It was as I mentioned earlier, it was a birthday that I went to, and it was for my little nieces. And I say nieces because they're twins, so they would have the same birthday, obviously. And I'll tell you what, it was really K-pop Demon Hunters themed. They got a few K-pop Demon Hunter presents, and not only that, but that big writing, or that big writing they would have for that says like Happy Birthday and everything had K-pop Demon Hunters pictures printed on them. See, that was pretty good, and even. Yeah, wasn't really much else to it, really, other than what I largely got. Welcome back, Cheeky Boy. Oh, and there was a pretty funny moment that I heard from one of my nieces before I had left. Sometimes my mum babysits them, or looks. Either like she babysits them, or we have them over. Or she has them over. For it's like depending on what's like going on. Yeah, for the parents. Like before we had left, apparently my oldest brother, who would obviously be their dad, he won't be working much for the next week, and so my mum had said to one of the twins, saying, "So guess what? I'm not going to be looking after you tomorrow because Dad's not going to be working." And she was like, "Aww." Right in front of the dad too, to which he was like, "Oi!" Apparently she was disappointed that Dad was not going to be at work for the next week, and therefore Nonna, as they call her, is not going to be with them. Yeah, indeed. Oh, I remember one thing that's that Mum had told me about them, in which one of those days in which she was babysitting them, because Mum and Dad had to go out for whatever they do. Like, obviously, like them, Mum and Dad being their Mum and Dad, who is my oldest brother and sister-in-law, respectively. When like Mum turns up at their house and being ready to babysit them for the day, and like their Mum and Dad, either their Mum or Dad, like walking out the front door to go off to work, and the girls just ushered them outside, being like, "Okay, go to work now, go to work," just so they could be with Mum like quicker. Yeah, they really love her. Obviously, like, my mum being their grandmother. And me, their uncle. Certainly was. Yeah, but that particular thing which I heard just last night before I left their house. I'm not going to be getting over that anytime soon. Hey, guess what? I'm not going to be looking after you next week because Dad won't be working. Aww. And then Dad being like, "Oi." Apparently they like being with Nonna instead of Mum and Dad. Well, I guess that shows that my oldest brother has to really step up his game as a dad. Ah, yeah. Wait, one of your, that's how it would work. If one of your siblings has a child, that's when you'd be an uncle. Oh, which also reminds me that, I don't think I would have mentioned this yet, but my, which, I think I could call him my second oldest brother? I would think. Well, I'm the youngest of three, so, yeah, youngest of three brothers, so I have, like, two older brothers. And the one I was mostly talking about before was my oldest brother, and I'm referring to the one I was born after. I'd call him the middle brother, because it just makes sense that way. He announced a few weeks ago that he and his fiancée are going to be having a baby, and the further news about that, I'm going to have a nephew. Because all I had before were nieces. So yeah. First nephew. And yeah, really. And according to him, he's due sometime in November. And rather funny thing happened with that gender reveal thing. Was, as you know with, like, gender reveal, if it's blue, it's a boy, if it's pink, it's a girl. What my middle brother and his fiancée were given, it was like this box of donuts, which really would have revealed the gender of the baby. They opened it up and showed donuts of most colors, including blue, pink, and another one, apparently. And they were just like, really? How are we supposed to know with this? Yeah, apparently that shop that, I think it was like some sort of donut shop or whatever it was, had completely fumbled it with what they were going to, like, reveal to them instead of, like, the one colored donuts. Like, come on, people, it's not that difficult. Ah, how nice, enchanted. How much bamboo do I have now? Oh, wait, how much bamboo did I need? I needed 75. That times 2. 150. Oh, I've well and truly got enough now. So I can grab 2 of those bamboo wind chimes. Alright. And just for convenience, I'll hop on this so it respawns for everyone. Alright, time to craft 2 bamboo wind chimes. Something I wouldn't really mind having myself IRL. Where's the center? I've lost it. Oh yeah, I can totally understand you there, Enchanted. I think I've been single for single again for a few months now. I mean, it was after a relationship that didn't really last a only like a year and a half or so. But yeah, oh, I can get these colors too. What else is it? Oh, it's just that top bit there. So what's its default? Orange, red, black, blue, green, yellow, purple. White. Oh, we'll go for green. It suits it. But I can also tell what you mean there. I don't really I just don't really feel like having the hassle of being a parent myself. I mean, my nieces themselves are already quite the handful as well. Ah, yeah. Yeah, studies, schoolwork, and everything. Yeah, that can certainly be a factor in it. I mean, it's not like I had any particularly bad luck with anyone. I mean, I've had like a few years apart, I've had like 3 suitors. First one wasn't particularly great. Second one ended in well, betrayal. Rather one that was a particularly horrid moment for me. And third one wasn't really making me happy. Well, it became less and less happy. I'm not particularly like needy in any sort of way. I mean, if I have a girlfriend, great, but not necessarily something I really need. What if I start picking up straw for? Did that without thinking. What else could I go for? Oh, there was that jewelry box, yeah. Well, gotta go pick up some wood. Yeah, some litters of wood somewhere up here. Let's clean them up, huh? In another kind of working bee. Ah, yeah. Here we are. Yeah, this brings back memories of the working bee when back then when I was a kid. Good times. And a good moment too with just going to my the primary school I went to as a kid. The community gathering and working together to clean up its gardens, mulch them, put in new plants. Yeah, it was fun and great. Like this particular activity I could find myself doing like nearly all day. I mean, not that it literally had anything to do with bees, but it was just what it was called. It was like a community thing that was done, called Working Bee, which was about gardening. Speaking of bees. Yeah, local community coming together and working on the gardens, whether it's at whether it's the local school or any sort of like park place. I really want to do it again someday, but I haven't been hearing an awful lot recently. I mean, it would be a shame if it was like gone outright, because I wouldn't mind like doing it again for the memories. Yeah, I get you there, Enchanted. I knew you were just like messing around there, but I'm guessing it will be somewhat true. As long as there's gardens to attend to, a worker bee is never done. I think one of the things I remember doing during a working bee is actually getting one of those wheelbarrows, filling them up with rubbish dirt and then just tipping them out. Maybe like rubbish dirt and other sort of garden litter, I think. And just dumping them somewhere for them to be thrown out, which we put in the fresh new dirt and mulch. Honestly, if I could... Or really, what am I trying to say? I think something like this here in Graham's workshop is like the closest thing I could get to like something like that as a game. And, well, pretty much in a way for me, being in university, the idea of game development is something that I could probably do, but it's a maybe at this point. It really just depends on how else everything goes for me. I will actually remember one of my university lecturers asking me, well, not just me in particular, but rather the class that I'm in, asking them, well, asking us, have you ever had the idea of taking up game development? And, well, for me, it's maybe. I mean, I don't know yet, but again, just depends on how everything else goes. But I'm more just for like 3D modeling and animation. That's what I'm mostly onto. Ah, yeah, that kind of thing, huh? Yeah, even the more like the more badder kind of litter. Look, people just like throwing rubbish all over the place. Oh yeah, for the... Even I believe it certainly has. Even at this stage, I believe so. I would still have a thing or two to learn, that's for sure. Especially the tweaks I've been trying to work on. Because as I said before, one of the things I've been doing the last few days is trying to make those particular additions to my model with the file that K-Dot had done and used to make this rig for me. One of the things I'm working on is making the expressions, like such as making the eyebrows move with the like blend shapes, or as also known as shape keys. So, like, not that it's like on my current model, my version 1.1 model, yeah, I've been working on a version 1.2 to have like actual expressions rather than just like closed eyes and an open mouth. But things like eye movements and movements in the eyes themselves and the eyebrows as well. But I'm pretty sure I'll probably have to get in touch with KDart or like reach out to him to ask him what could be done or how it can be done, because he was the one who helped me with this. Yes, I'll reach out to him if necessary. How much wood now? I got 95. Yep, here we are. Okay, I certainly got the wood. I just need the gold. And I'm gonna go down in the caves. Because of my prior childhood fascination with caves and mining. Oh, I want to ask you this. How many of you watching this remember Club Penguin? Eureka! Found gold. As an Australian gold miner back in the 1850s would have said when they found gold. But yeah, Club Penguin back in the day. There was like this one particular moment which was about mining in caves. And I think that's what sparked my fascination with it. Like going to underground caves and mining. I still have that kind of fascination with it still. Eureka! Yeah, Club Penguin was great, wasn't it? But at least we got something like this. Animal Jam. More silver. Oh, these are pretty good too, like hammering open these boulders. I wonder, is there any around here? Well, there's this one. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, just stone. I mean, I think I'm needing stone anyway, so... Yeah, so this is good. Hey! A stone and a gemstone. Panning spots available again? Yes. Silver. I wonder, is there a another rock to excavate? There is indeed, right here. Hey. For a while I thought the gemstones were the rarest one to find, but I think, having found a few of them previously, like when I did this just a few days ago, before deciding to like do it on stream for the sake of it, I think they're more common than we believe. More silver. Yeah, a few more respawned here. Pan, 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 pan. Nope, just more silver. Though, wouldn't be entirely bad with the silver. Like, you know what they say, the more the merrier. I could probably use that silver for other stuff. Yeah, some more silver. Someone wants the stone furniture? Well, there's plenty of stone here. Knock yourself out. Got some more, panning spots. I'll, gonna need a pan. And there's pans right here. More silver. Yeah, totally. Oh, a pizza. Nice. In fact, seeing that, that den item with being the stone oven reminds me that something that I may or may not have mentioned before, but one of my best mates from college has a has actually got a pizza oven in their backyard, which we have used before, have we? Well, which they have used before and even made pizzas with. We even had a little pizza party with some of the others. It was great. But how about it, huh? Having something like your own pizza oven in your backyard. Something which I even thought that he had like one of those like real estate people just showing me if I had like one of those people like showing me this one particular house, which is maybe like not the worst, but maybe not the greatest, but it'll still be pretty eh. Yeah, just that, pretty meh. Like whatever. Like that would be like my first thoughts, and like after going through like the whole house and everything, like expecting it at all, and if it ended with like with that bloke telling me, oh yeah, and in the backyard, well, the backyard of this house, there's a pizza oven. I beg your pardon? Yeah, in this house, you've got your own pizza oven in the backyard. Freaking sold! Yeah, would be pretty pricey too, but still, how awesome would that be? Although I think, well, last I've heard of it, they haven't used it much since. I think it's because, I'm not sure if because of the amount of effort or time and effort required to make the pizzas, or more buying the stuff to make it. But that particular like pizza oven that that my friend has is that more stony one rather than an electrical one, which like you put a fire in the like that under bit there. Put a fire under there, and that's what would heat and cook the pizzas. So more a more a stone one rather than something that's like an oven. Feeling like that one farmer game. Farmville or... It's like Farmville, is it? Well then, that's, Oh. With them saying that they miss Farmville, I guess it's not a thing now. Oh, who's saying what? Robot Unicorn Attack 2. Wait, what? Robot Unicorn Attack 2? That's a thing? Or was a thing? Okay. It was a thing. I mean, I've seen so many seem like other stuff that would make others, or even made me say, that's a thing? Hey, a gemstone! I wouldn't know too much about that. I mean, like, the pricings for, like, pizza ovens, like, hang on. Well, I guess it just depends on what model you're looking for. Or what type of oven you're looking at, because you can get, like, small ones, which would be around, like... like, 250 to 900? At least, Australian dollars? I don't know about your currencies. But if you're looking at... like an actual, like, stone pizza oven. Similar to what my friend has. What would you be looking at with that? Oh, yeah. Found one that's like 2,600 AUD. Oi. Very much so, and... you're 2,000 to 4,000. Maybe? Unless... Unless you have the capabilities to make one yourself. I mean, you'll still have to buy the materials to make it. Wheelbarrow? It's wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow. Put like scoops or buckets of stuff into a wheelbarrow and just wheel them away somewhere to dump them. Well, the thing is, whenever a price tag says something like 299, for example, we normally just round it up to 300. Like what? It's just like one of the things that we often do. Because like, what's the point of saying something like 399 or 299 when you could say something like 300? Is there a rock for me to crack open? There is one here. Where am I at right now with stone and everything? I'm at 70 stone with 168 silver and 5 gold. And given that I'm counting more, well, I didn't want an... I wanted a pan, not a hammer. Oh, that too. Maybe you're not quite the builder that you can, like, hire people to build it for you. I mean, that's gonna, certainly, so it cost a thing or two. Yeah, so, I was saying that getting more gemstones than gold. Ah, Eureka! Just as I say that. In fact, going on about pizzas, it's now the one thing that's mainly on my mind now. Thanks. But I can still think, if I had my own pizza oven, I could make as many pizzas as I want. Of course, providing I have all the stuff needed to make them. Hey, hey. Yep. Cha-ching. Like, if I was getting... If I, in university, was getting into anything like game development, I'd probably make something like this. Eureka! Thing about going into caves and mining for stuff. Just to go cha-ching. I mean, it'll be quite a although it'll be quite monotonous though. I mean, like there wouldn't be much to it, but still, something more casual, really, rather than a like a full-on plot. It's more like the premise of it. You just go to these places and you gotta suppose like dig up stuff for minerals. How long have I been here now? About like 1 hour and 25 minutes. I'll probably just maybe find one thing to get. Hey, gemstone. Gonna go back to center. Just 3 short of gold for the jewelry box. No big deal. 75 short for a single stone column. We're going to be needing a lot of stone and gemstones for that table. And more so for that archway. Well, still, go for gold. It's one of my mottos. Go for gold. Oh yeah, totally enchanted. It's definitely something like that. Just casual, but not too addictive. Just a fun thing to do, like maybe like a pastime. Maybe something to do while waiting for the train. As I would... One of those sorts of games which I would describe it as. I'm gonna say here, hang on. Meanwhile, as an Australian, when I find gold here, I shout, Eureka! Why am I Australian? Because I was born here. Also, what were you saying? I thought Wolverine was the only Australian. What are you talking about, Wolverine being the only Australian? Wolverines are not Australian. What are you on about? Oh, wait. Do you mean the X? Do you mean the X-Men character, Wolverine? And not the animal? Because, I mean, Wolverine's actor Hugh Jackman is certainly Australian. Oh, caps. Oh, I can't say the names of people. Which was odd, because I could say Billie Eilish at one point. But not the name of an actor. That was a bit of Gotcha. Why am I Australian? Because I was born here. Someone asking me why I'm Australian. Maybe I did, but... Yeah, Wolverines are found in North America, that's true. Yeah, not Australian. True, true, and true, that's for sure. And someone named Twigs is Canadian. From a fellow Commonwealth nation. Oh, on stream. Oh, okay, hang on. Eureka! "47 bamboos and just needed 3 more to finish it off, and is it to myself, please be anything but a 1 or a 2. Just a 2, huh? Any in the oh, okay. Maybe something about the year, like 1950s. Because apparently Anil Jam is pretty strict when it comes to numbers. Not much, Enchanted, just more about the fact that, as an Australian, I shout Eureka because it's something that us Australians did in the 1850s during the Gold Rush. And someone asked me why I'm Australian, because I was born here. And went on about went on a thing about Wolverine, which I thought was the animal, but apparently they meant like the character of like the Wolverine from X-Men, in which the actor of Wolverine is Australian, Hugh Jackman. More silver. Yeah, I do give a bit of a history lesson on bit of a lesson on Australian history on my my Grams Workshop video, which I did years and years ago. Wait, I didn't want a hammer, I wanted a pan, but there's a boulder here which I could crack open. What do we got? Just a stone. Yeah, not necessarily about the, well, it sort of went on a bit about the animal and the character, because Wolverines are certainly not Australian, as someone said here. They're North American and in some parts of Africa, if I remember rightly. Or I'll have to check that again. But I know there's a species of Wolverine in America. But not down here. You'll find no Wolverines here. I want to do this for the sake of it. These are pretty good too. Hey, hey! Although what I'm mostly needing is like 3 more gold, and I got myself a jewelry box. I've certainly got stone. And a lot of silver, which I could probably use something for. I don't know what, though. Like, I'm not the only one struggling with gold. It's all just silver. Yeah, I've heard a thing or two about wolverines, how they can be pretty ferocious, even for a small animal. I heard that they're capable of taking on bears. Is that true? Because I heard they can get pretty nasty when quite angry. You bring that up again, cheeky boy. I would. If you're saying yes about Wolverines, then yeah, I thought so. You're getting like the diets of animals completely backwards there, cheeky boy. You saying that the carnivores eat plants and herbivores eat meat. You certainly did that, cheeky boy. Certainly did. I think we spent more time laughing about it than actually doing the adventure that we were doing at the time. Rock fell. Come on, gold. What I have to say, go for gold. Getting plenty of silver, though. Eureka! Now, if I remember, I think I just need one more. Hang on. Eureka! Indeed. Small silver. Yeah, because I've certainly got the wood for the jewelry box. Now I just need gold. For this, but I just need one more piece of gold from what I could tell, or if I remember. Oh yeah, someone even mentioned the gold shoes. Yeah, they're pretty good too. think I just spent a lot of my time just down here in the caves. I guess that just shows how much I like it down here. Eureka! If I could say it again. Now I got the gold. Now it's just for the jewelry box. Well, yeah, indeed I am. Ah, indeed I do. I got the wood jewelry box. Da 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 da. That's only gonna put me back down, but it's not a big deal. Always go for more gold. Hey. I could. One of the things I can even do is work on stone columns, but I was pretty much going to like finish it up there after the jewelry box. Some of these other stuff I could go for too. But yeah, it was fun. Yep. Yep, you know exactly what thing I was just doing now. First, before I depart, show off what I got here. Jewelry box. Jewelry box. I could say before, why can't I say no? It's jewelry, is it? Jewelry. Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. Jewelry. Yeah, jewelry box. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And 2 of these wind chimes. Yeah, very nice. Honestly, some of the stuff that we can get it as those craftable items in Graham's workshop, I wouldn't mind having IRL. Yeah, so then, that was quite a fun session of Graham's workshop. I always enjoy myself there, and this was quite a nice thing to do for the time being while I had my break. So then, to those who tuned in, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you again some other time. But until then, take it easy.